You got no rings. I'm the man here. That's his mindset.
Yeah.
He won't say it publicly. They've embraced me. They've made me feel so happy here. Yeah, and Brooklyn didn't embrace you from the start. You just didn't embrace Brooklyn.
But Skip, I can't believe you're complaining about a guy that took 12 shots. He made 11 of them. He was 3 or 4 from the three-point line.
All right.
I'm trying to figure. So what's the issue?
The issue is I've got 2 games now. I just showed you. One guy shot 22 times in the fourth quarter in overtime. The other guy shot 5 times. The guy you call Baby Bird, the guy you say is one of the great scorers we've ever seen in the history of this game. That's what Shannon Sharp says.
Yes.
And he is completely deferring to Kyrie in 2 fourth quarters and in overtime. That's a pretty big sample of work so far.
How about this here?
Yep.
Did you watch the game, Sam? You watched the Super Bowl. How many catches did Jason Kelce have Travis Kelce have in the second half? How many did Juju have? Juju had it going, so why force the ball to Kelce when Juju's wide open? So Kyrie has it going. You say, Luka, force the shot. It's your team. You force up bad shots as opposed to Kyrie getting to the rim at will. Kyrie creating separation and getting wide open shots and making them. You said he had 22. He has 42 points in the fourth quarter. Well, if he scored 16, if he scored 26 last night, that means he had 16 the other night, which is not bad. Because like you like to do me all the time, if you combine 16, 16, and 16, that's 64 points. That's a pretty good game, right?
Yeah, 4 times 26. I don't even know what the math is on that. That's over. He'd break Wilt's record, right?
That's 104.
Okay, there we go. That would do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the point is that Luka went home last night not happy because they got the L. And they got the L at Sacramento. And all of a sudden, they're only 3 games over 500, and they're barely clinging to the 5th spot in a West that is as jumbled as I've ever seen it. And I'm not sure that they're going to capture new lightning in a bottle because they had lightning in a bottle by itself, and it was Luka. And now he's saying, well, we got the new closer, and you can't tell me that he's not just saying, listen, Luka's got some hot dog in him. He's got a big ego, and I don't recognize him in the fourth quarter. I watched the whole thing last night. I watched the whole thing at Sacramento the other night. And he doesn't look the same. And if I can show you, he was so discombobulated last night that Kyle Anderson stole the ball from him, if we could see this. And this was a crucial turnover with, what was it, 1:05 left. Kyle Anderson, former San Antonio Spur and Memphis Grizzly, he just says, well, I got that. And he took it right out of his hands because Luka was not sure. His body language is not sure. This is the second turnover he got. They gave him a turnover for that because they said he had possession.
He did. I don't know what he was trying to do.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing, but that was the second turnover, and that came with 48 seconds left, and that hurt. They were in position to win this game, but all of a sudden, Kyrie's saying, wait a second, I'm the new kid on the block. Maybe at the end, maybe I should try to make sure that he gets a shot up.
I just think I think you're reading a lot to it because I like what Luka said. Luka, a lot of people weren't happy, but I was trying to get him a shot, and he was trying to get me a shot. And in the end, nobody got a shot. We tried to get a shot off, and we couldn't. That's all that was, Skip. That's all that was. But I haven't watched as many basketball games as you have. I haven't been to the arena as much. But from what I've watched and what I've seen, when a guy gets it going, no matter what level he is, if it's a superstar, obviously you get out of his way. But even the guy that's a non-superstar, once he gets it going, they will give him the ball. The superstars will give him the ball and get out of his way. Well, Kyrie Irving had it go. Can you get it any better than that? 11 of 12, 3 of 4, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 26 points. Skip, look how many points they were down, and he almost single-handedly brought them back. I mean, it would help if you didn't give up 65, if you didn't give up 100 points in the first 3 quarters. That would greatly help you win a lot of ball games.
I agree.
They gave up 33, 32, 35 through the first 3 quarters, and they thought they were going to win. They scored 23 in the first quarter. Now, that's what that was. The defense let them down, not the offense, and that's what the concerns was, Skip. Okay, you give up Dorian Finney-Smith. He's one of your better wing defenders, and I think whatchamacallit was out last night. Hardaway Jr. I think he was out last night. So now, those are 2 of your better wing defenders.
Yep.
Okay, somebody got to check Anthony Edwards. He goes bonkers.
He does.
So I'm not going to overreact like you did. I believe you're overreacting. Let them play a little bit more than 2 games. Yeah, they're very similar to being the same players. They need the ball. They're not the most efficient of players because they're going to shoot shots. Kyrie's going to try things. I mean, but his float game and his layup package at the rim, second to none. Luka can get to the rim at will. Kyrie can get to the rim at will. Kyrie's a better mid-range and three-point and a free throw shooter. Skip, I think it can work. Win a championship, that's something entirely different. But I just think last night they wanted to show how unselfish they were, and they were unselfish to a fault, and it ended up costing them a game. I don't know if it cost them a game, but it cost them getting off a shot.
The truth is they don't resemble each other physically, but they're exactly the same player. That's the problem. Even though, to your point, one is a much better distance shooter than the other one.
Yes.
One is a much better free throw shooter than the other one, but Kyrie hasn't been getting to the free throw line at all.
No.
Luka does get to the free throw line.
Yes.
Unfortunately, he's shooting only 73%, so he's in the LeBron-esque range.
Right.
LeBron's actually been a better free throw shooter than he has this year.
But you agree, both of them can get to the rim at will.
They might be under 7 foot players.
Yeah.
They might be the two best in all the world at getting to the rim because Luka is just clearly unstoppable with his funky, untimable rhythm,
Yeah.
his basketball genius that he has for hezzies, start-stops,
Yeah.
Euro steps. You just can't keep him from the rim because defenders can't seem to time him at all.
Correct.
So he gets up to the rim, and he's stronger than he looks. I was watching him closely last night. He still looks... He looks chunky to me.
Right.
He doesn't look in great basketball shape to me.
Skip, I don't think he's going to ever have one of those aesthetically pleasing bodies. He's not going to be sculpted. Mm-hmm. He's not going to be a Calvin Klein. Skip, the old Calvin Klein, the old underwear models. Mm-hmm. That's not what he is. But I tell you what, he's the guy that you go down to the park and you're going to pick him last, and you're going to hate that you did. Because he's going to light your butt up. And when you look at Luka, Skip, and when they was talking about this kid, and Goran Dragic was saying, he's going to be the best player in the NBA in about 5 years. I'm like, who? How? Not looking like that, he's not. Well, Goran Dragic didn't lie because looking just like that, he lighting folks up.
Well, he is. And yet, Kyrie is 5 inches shorter, I believe. I think it's 6'2" to 6'7".
Yes.
And Kyrie is sculpted. He's got a great body.
Oh, yeah,
and
absolutely.
He is stronger than he looks because his shoulders, he's like Westbrook. Their shoulders are strong where they can create space inside that you don't quite give them enough credit for. But Kyrie's handles are
second to none.
They're the greatest I've ever seen.
Yes.
On pure handle and artistry at the rim.
Yes.
Whipped cream artistry where you are creating in the air. Yeah. I've never seen anything like it.
You're right, Skip. I mean, Isaiah had handles. Rod Strickland has handles. Jason Williams from Sacramento, Skip, had handles. But handles with the ability to shoot the ball, with the ability to finish at the rim in either hand.
Okay.
Kyrie Irving is second to none.
Okay. Both have high IQs, basketball IQs, and yet in the end, they're the same. In the end, it's not LeBron and AD or Shaq and Kobe.
No.
It's two playing the same.
Right.
And they both are superstars in label and in self-image. They look at themselves as a superstar, right? And it's hard to find a flow between two superstars with the game on the line. So Luka's just saying, I'm going to show you right away, I'm okay, I'm going to defer. But he's deferring completely in the 2 fourth quarters and overtime.
I think the thing is, Skip, the thing I will concede is that they are so similar. Neither are really a catch and shoot. The difference is Steph can dribble to handle the ball, get to it, and shoot it. Clay is a better catch and shoot. So now if one of these guys, I can kick it to you, that's their game. That's really not either one of those guys' game.
No.
So now we got to find, we'll find a rhythm, we'll find a way, and Jason Kidd will do a great job of that because he's an all-time great guard.
True.
So he'll figure it out, a way to get these guys and look, guys, whatever shot you want, take it and I'll live with it.
Luka is a more gifted passer of the basketball than Kyrie is. He's got that gift thing, that once-a-generation thing. But it's not his motive in basketball.
Right.
His motive is to score the basketball. That's what he does the best.
He's a scorer.
He thinks of himself as nobody can stop me.
Right.
Well, it's hard on your ego to say we get to the fourth quarter of 2 games that were highly winnable. Kyrie got them back in this game, obviously.
Yes.
But once it became winnable, Luka continued to say, okay, you do it. And then we get to the final sequence, and Kyrie's saying, well, I'm new, so maybe we got this far. Now you do it.
Well, I think the thing is, Skip, and not to blame anybody, but since Kyrie had it going and Luka didn't take a whole lot of shots, I don't think Luka felt he was comfortable enough and he was in a rhythm enough to take that last shot. Kyrie, you got it going like that, bro. You nuclear. You hotter than fish grease.
Okay.
I'm talking about white hot.
And he can. And he is, you can argue, certainly at 6'2", he's the best closer in basketball. He closed Game 7 for LeBron in the 2016 finals.
We've seen him in big moments do it.
We have seen him. I've seen him. He is clutch. Yeah. So if Luka can completely concede to him in fourth quarters that you take us home, if Luka is Mr. 3 quarters and then Kyrie becomes Mr. Fourth quarter, then you'd have something. I just don't think Luka's ego can take that.
I don't think you play it like that. I think, okay, guy, whoever's hot, that's who's going to close the ball game. Last night, Kyrie had it going. There have been games. Now, you seen Luka. That night he got 60. He went and got, 16 or 18 in the fourth quarter in overtime. So he's more than capable of closing. We've seen him too many times in big spots, Skip, in the playoff games. Now, although they've lost, we've seen him go nuclear on a lot of different teams. Ask Phoenix, ask the Clippers. So everybody knows what he's capable of, Skip. They'll get it right. It's only 2 games. You make it seem like it's been 2 months.
Well, I'm just reacting to what I've seen so far, and I am shocked by what I've seen in the 2 fourth quarters in overtime, and I am tripling down, quadrupling down, will not work long term. I'm first guessing this because in the end, they're too much alike, and it's Luka's team. It's not Kyrie's, and it's always going to be Luka's team because it's
he was homegrown. He was there,
like Steph with KD, because Steph's homegrown. He started, and he'll finish in Golden State. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So here we go. I say good luck.
I mean, we saw that with Shaq and Kobe.
Yeah.
Guys, the Mavericks might not be done making moves either. They're set to bring in